little cool in this garage. I don't have no heat down here. I just got this little portable heater sitting beside me. But we'll make do. Got her jacked up. We'll get these wheels off of here. Alright, the wheels are off. We'll take these hubs off and take a look at the brakes on here. See how good they are. We'll get all that disassembled. We'll do one side at a time. I'll take a picture of it. I always take a picture of everything I do before I take it off, just in case I'd lose a part or I forget how to put it back together. So it's a good idea when you're doing a restoration to take a lot of pictures. That way you don't get confused later, because you never know how long it's going to be before you put it back on, or buy something new and put it on there and how'd this go on there. So take pictures. Alright, we'll see how hard these things are to get off. Might have to beat them with a hammer pretty well. It's probably pretty well rusted on there. We'll start beating it, see if they come right off of there, and we'll go from there. I'm sure they've been on there a while. Ha! That's what the drum brake looks like. There's still a little bit of wear left on these brake shoes, but you can tell just by looking, no one's had this drum off in a while. Pretty dusty and a bunch of cobwebs in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I'll take a quick picture of it, and I pretty well know how brakes go back on together. But these back ones have the park brake cable coming into them. See, it's a little bit different than the front. You want to make sure you get that right. So I'll take a picture of it anyway, and we'll get it taken apart. Okay, I got the brake shoes off. We're down to the bare axle here, the hub. We're going to have to clean that all up. What I'm going to do now, I got a jack underneath the pumpkin, and I got a jack holding the frame up. We're going to take these leaf springs off. Excuse me. I'm going to try to get these leaf springs off, get them separated so we can clean them up real good. We got a bolt on this side, a bolt on this side, and you got your U-clamps underneath. We got to take off. So we'll get that now and go from there. Okay, we got the leaf spring off of here, the brackets, got the park brake cable disconnected off of the bracket here. What we're going to do, we're going to leave this side over here on. We're going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up. get all the rust off of it, get it set up to seal it and prime it and paint it. Getting the leaf springs tore apart now. Once we get all of them separated, we'll clean those up and get them primed and painted. Then we'll let it dry, put it all back together, then we'll do the other side. Just one side at a time makes it a lot easier to, in case you have to move this frame out of the way, we can just, which I'm going to have to, roll this thing back on the jack, back underneath the body, so I can get my side-by-side back in here. Alright, I'll start getting this cleaned up and we'll see how she looks. Okay, I got the one side here all sealed and primed up. Still wet. Gonna wait till it dries and we'll put another coat on it. It's looking pretty good. It is so much easier just to do one side at a time. That way you can get this one side all put back together, especially when you don't have a whole lot of room. I mean, I park my side-by-side right here, so I don't want to leave it out in the weather. So I always roll it back underneath the body when I'm done working. That way I can pull my side-by-side in here and everything's inside the garage. But if you have room and you don't have to keep moving your frame in and out, by all means, do the whole thing one time if you want. I mean, but for me, it's a lot easier just to do one side. Then I can put it back together, put the wheel back on it. Then I can roll it back and forth and work on the other side. I mean, it just makes sense for me to do it that way. You can do it any way you want. But we'll let this dry and then we'll put another coat on it. Then it'll be ready to paint. Then I'll have to get the leaf springs all cleaned up and sealed and primed and painted also. Word of warning, I just want to let you guys know that if you find a car you want to restore, I mean, if it's been parked in a barn or out in the field or in the woods somewhere and you bring it home, let me tell you, there's 100% chance there's going to be nests inside of it. Usually mice. And my garage is attached to my house, so I made a mistake. I brought it home. I pulled it right in here and started tearing it apart. And I didn't even think. And now my house is infested with mice. I've been killing them left and right. I've probably killed 16, 18 mice. And I'm still killing them. I got traps set everywhere. First they were in the garage, and then they started making their way upstairs. At nighttime now you can hear them in the walls. But if you bring a car home, leave it outside. Set traps inside of it, put poison in there, whatever it takes. Try to get rid of all the mice or anything that's nested inside of it before you bring it in. I mean, it's been a nightmare trying to get rid of these mice, and they multiply so quick. Once they start having babies, you just keep getting them, more and more of them. I mean, I'm killing 2 or 3 a day in these traps, and there's no end in sight so far. I mean, just when you think you're rid of them, there's another one. So, just a little word of warning there. I appreciate all the comments you guys have been giving me, advice. I mean, I had a guy tell me another way to soup up this straight 6 that I'm going to put back in it. I appreciate everything you guys tell me to do. I mean, I'll take it all in consideration. Keep all the comments coming. I appreciate it. If you guys have any ideas for me, let me know. I'll take everything into consideration because I'm learning as I go, and so far everything's been working out pretty good. I haven't really had to buy a whole lot for this thing, just little things here and there, but I'm sure once I get to the motor, and I know the inside's going to be a big expense, getting the seats and everything, the interior done, but I just want to get this frame completely primed and sealed and painted and get this engine mounted on it and get the engine running. That's my main concern. Get my brake lines all run and my gas fuel line and have this thing running, and then I can put the body back on it and start working on it. But it's coming along, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching these videos. I'll keep them coming until I get this thing on the road and running. You're going to have videos coming. Like I said, I work a lot of hours. I work 6 days a week, 10, 11, 12 hours a day, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to work on this thing. And when I get a weekend off, by golly, I'm down here working on it. Especially in the winter time when there's not a whole lot of other things you can do. You can't be outside working on anything. But if I don't have a video of this, I'll have video of something else I'm working on, because I'm always doing something around the house here. And make sure you tune in next time. I'll probably be getting the leaf springs ready on the next video, and we'll get this side put back together, and we'll start on the other. We'll get this frame done and get that engine ready to go. Thanks a lot. Please subscribe. We'll see you later.